Hey guys, Pro1701 here. Today we are going to talk about some more Fury from the Deep. Because I actually do that. The Steelbook's growing on me. The Steelbook is growing on me. I used to not really care for it, but it's growing on me. I rewatched it recently with the audio commentary turned on. I'm getting more and more into listening to the audio commentaries after me and a couple of my subscribers have kind of chatted about it before. I know Michael likes the audio commentaries a lot. So I've been listening to them. I listened to the Three Doctors. I listened to the Green Death. And I decided to listen to Fury from the Deeps. And it was quite interesting because different episodes had audio commentary with different people. Like you had a lot of people involved with the original 1967 production. Michael E. Bryant, who was a floor manager in that one. Margot, one of the ladies I think she did like makeup and stuff like that in it. Frasier, of course, was there. Jamie. And I believe I'm missing somebody else. But it was nice getting their takes on the original production and kind of how the original production differed from the animation, how everything was a little more crammed in. Listen to them talk about location work, stuff like that was really neat. And then you had one of the cameramans actually, who was apparently really good at his job. I think he got nominated for some awards for like other stuff. Getting his take on it in one episode was really cool. I think we had Gary Russell in 2 episodes. He's like the guy who is in charge of the animation, or one of the guys higher up in charge of the animation, who got to make a lot of the ideas and changes. He talks about a lot of the changes he wanted to make from the original 67 production just to make it a little more interesting. Like the ending of episode 5, beginning of episode 6, how he kind of took some liberties there, and the bit about the helicopter with the seaweed tentacles, how they took some liberties there, and why they did that. And talking about how animation is a different medium from live action, and how it's not always a perfect seamless transition. So they had to do some things to make it more interesting. It really was an interesting watch. I'm getting more into the audios. I think I might try to watch the Faceless One audios soon. I don't know why. Something about the animation audios just seem like something I'd want to watch. I'll probably watch Web of Fear's audios as well, since Web of Fear is, at the time of recording this, is about to release. Mine's already been dispatched from Zavvi. Supposedly I've got a dispatch notice anyway, so it should be in the next week or two, since it's got to cross the pond. One of the things was interesting is, as I was listening to the audio, some of the episodes I was kind of watching it, and some of the episodes I was kind of distracted. Like I was cleaning, I know, during one episode. I was kind of just on my phone for an episode, and I was just kind of listening to it as I was, doing other stuff. And the animation didn't bother me as much, either when I was really kind of focused on it or when I was kind of distracted. Maybe it's because I wasn't giving my full attention to the actual animation, because even when I was watching it, I was more listening to the audio. And I know at one point I was on my phone. I was actually on the channel responding to some of my subscribers, because I always try to respond to you guys. And I think I was on my Patreon as well for a minute. And the animation, since I wasn't as focused on it, wasn't bothering me as much. Now, I was watching it in black and white, and I do prefer the black and white version over the color version by a long country mile, because I don't like the way the animation looks in color. But the black and white version, while I still don't think it's great, it is much more tolerable. The only thing that was really bugging me, way more so than it should have, was the fact that the black and white version is not in 4:3. And that really shouldn't have bothered me as much as it did. I guess I'm used to the Faceless Ones, because I know the Faceless Ones is in 4:3, the black and white version. And I'm surprised the Fury one bothered me, because Macroterra, I know, is in widescreen, I think, in both versions, and it never bothered me. But for some reason, Fury from the Deep's black and white animation being in 16:9 was bugging me. Not like seriously making me pull my hair out or anything, but it's like I noticed something was off, and I couldn't quite place what it was, and then it clicked in my head is that it's not in 4:3. And I guess I'm just so used to 60s Doctor Who, black and white Doctor Who being in 4:3, that it felt off, if that makes any sense. Something about it just nagged at me until it clicked in my head what it was. And then even as when I would look up every now and then, or if it just happened to be one of the episodes I was really paying attention to, it bugged me slightly. Something in the back of my head just knew it wasn't right. It felt very off. But the animation didn't bother me as much this time, since I wasn't just fully giving it my attention the whole time. Because I think that's a new thing I like, is I can listen to the audios while I'm doing other stuff, like if I'm on my phone, or if I'm rearranging the figures, if I'm cleaning in the kitchen, or I can turn it up and actually clean in the bedroom or the bathroom. I can sort clothes, and I can kind of just have that going in the background, and I can multitask and still pay attention to what it's saying. So yeah, that was actually a really nice experience with Fury from the Deep. The 4-3 thing aside, the animation didn't bother me as much, and I found the audio commentary really interesting. I liked that there were different people there for different episodes. It really kept it entertaining and fresh. So that was my thoughts on that. If you haven't listened to the audio from Fury from the Deep, the audio commentary, I would suggest giving it a go. Also, if you've only seen it in color and not in black and white, I suggest watching it in black and white. See if you think you like it better. So that's my thoughts on that. Another wonderful video on Fury from the Deep. Other things to do: click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. I also have a Patreon if you would like to contribute to what I do on that. There is a link to my Patreon down in the links below. My entry-level tier is only $2 a month if you want to help out. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.